Tonight at 10, the search for a missing puppy continues after the vehicle it was sitting in was stolen. The latest details from police.
Plus, an assault weapons ban passes the House, but some lawmakers say that's as far as it'll go.
And why U.S. health regulators say right now they will not be approving a fourth COVID shot for adults under 50. That's all coming up at 10.
We begin with breaking news out of Springfield Corners tonight.
Right now, the eastbound lanes of Highway 19 is closed at U.S. Highway 12 for an unspecified law enforcement situation. Here's a live look from the scene. The closure reportedly began earlier this evening at 7:45. The Dane County Sheriff's Office could not immediately provide details about the incident, but our crew saw several squad cars near a black pickup truck surrounded by crime scene tape. You can follow the latest updates on this story on channel3000.com.
Meanwhile, Sauk County authorities are asking residents near the 1600 block of Washington Avenue in Sauk City to shelter in place.
It is unclear what deputies are investigating, but they say people living in the area should stay in their homes and avoid the area. Authorities say they will send an alert out when the incident has been cleared.
Well, take a look at the face of a puppy. Madison police want you to get a good look so you can help locate little Malloy.
So this puppy is still missing from a vehicle that was stolen last night. As police told our own Armand Rahman, car thefts involving pets or kids inside do happen here, but not too often, right, Armand?
That's right, guys. And the delivery driver who owns little Malloy here told police it all happened in less than a minute. He went inside the Buffalo Wild Wings at East Town Mall around 10 last night, and when he came out, his car and his companion were gone. And that stolen Chevy Cruze was found empty today on the 600 block of North Seago Road. The delivery driver was hoping that Malloy would be inside. The newly adopted puppy is only 10 weeks old, so they worry he won't survive on his own too long.
The victim just kept saying, I was only in there for a minute, so you can just tell he feels terrible about what happened. The fact that this puppy just left its birth mom, was brought into a home and was just probably starting to get used to its home. And then had this event happen. What to do,
Now, police say based on what they've heard from witnesses so far, it seems multiple suspects took that car. They're still piecing together more witnesses and security footage to identify who was involved. Now, anyone who saw the carjacking or seen a puppy that they might think will be Malloy is asked to call the police or Madison area Crime Stoppers. Do not chase, call, or whistle to the dog because that may scare him and cause him to run somewhere dangerous. And if you see him with someone, do not approach because those suspects haven't been identified yet.
Armand, thank you. Charges have been filed against a 22-year-old man accused of groping a woman on State Street early Sunday morning. Ivan Smart facing sexual assault and false imprisonment charges, according to court records. A criminal complaint against Smart and another man touched and grabbed the woman in a sexual manner without her consent as she waited for an Uber. Today, a judge set Smart's bond at $15,000. He'll be back in court for preliminary hearing August 9th.
Police are searching for a suspect who broke into a local ice cream shop and stole some cash. Madison police responded to MICHELS frozen custard on Atwood Avenue around 10 o'clock yesterday morning. Surveillance video showed a person trying to open the doors with a crowbar, but when that didn't work, the suspect climbed in through a drive-through window. No arrests have been made. Anyone with information is asked to call Crime Stoppers at 608-266-6014. And meteorologist Dana Fulton joins us now with your latest first warn forecast.
Right now it is a really calm and quiet evening on the patio after what was a really nice Friday. Sunshine this afternoon, high temperatures in the upper 70s. Overnight, we're expecting temps to fall yet again into the 50s. We're at about 66 right now, Madison 61 in Lone Rock, with a light breeze coming in from the northwest compared to this time yesterday, sitting in a very similar spot. Now, overnight will drop into the 50s, but a little shift in our breeze tomorrow, coming more from the southwest, will help our temperatures climb a bit more for tomorrow's highs. Now, Saturday and Sunday, a little bit above average. Notice next week, though, we have some warm days in the forecast. And that warm trend is going to stick with us into the start of August. We'll take a closer look at what's ahead for the beginning of August and just how toasty those heat index readings are going to climb in just a few minutes.
Dana, thank you. For the first time in nearly 3 decades, House lawmakers have passed a ban on assault weapons. Now, the measure goes to the Senate, where it is expected to fail. Deborah Alfaro now with the latest.
The bill is passed.
The Democrat-led House has passed an assault weapons ban.
This is a very special day in the Congress of the United States that history will record as one designed to save lives.
It comes nearly 2 decades after the last assault weapons ban of 1994 expired. House Democrats have seized on the issue following a series of tragic mass shootings. But Republicans have accused them of playing politics, especially since the bill is not expected to pass the evenly divided U.S. Senate.
Once again, my colleagues across the aisle have rushed to exploit your fear and the pain of victims to rush out a gun control measure that will do nothing to save lives.
House Democrats had hoped to link the assault weapons ban with other public safety bills, including funding for police. But Speaker Pelosi says those votes will take place mid-August. Overnight, the Congressional Black Caucus and a small group of House moderates reached an agreement on terms for the police funding measures, but they'll continue to negotiate until they can craft final legislation.
We've been flooded with so many bills that people have, so we need to, shall we say, we have to have the bandwidth to deal with all of them.
Speaker Pelosi says she's hopeful the House can also vote in August on the Senate Democrats' reconciliation bill, which intends to fight inflation and lower prescription drug costs. Deborah Alfarone, CBS News, Capitol Hill.
Now, the final vote on the ban was not along party lines. 5 Democrats voted against, 2 Republicans voted yes.
According to the CDC, there are now more than 5,000 confirmed monkeypox cases in the United States. The agency says 47 states have reported cases. The disease has been reported in the District of Columbia and Puerto Rico as well. New York has the most cases, followed by California and Illinois. Globally, there are more than 22,000 confirmed cases. Of the 79 countries that have reported cases, the U.S. has the most. Meanwhile, U.S. regulators say they are no longer considering authorizing a second COVID booster for adults under 50 years old at this time. Instead, the FDA will await revamped vaccines targeting the newest Omicron subvariants expected in September. Members of the Biden administration have been pressing regulators to allow the shots before the fall, but the regulators say it would be more beneficial to wait. There's now only one major candidate remaining in the primary race for U.S. Senate. State Treasurer Sarah Godlewski announced this morning that she's dropping out.
Right now, what we have to do is we have to get behind Mandela Barnes to defeat Ron Johnson. And that is exactly what we're going to do.
She is the 3rd major candidate to throw their support behind Mandela Barnes, which all but seals the race for him. He will face a few primary challengers August 9th, but none who have polled close to him. Barnes and Godlewski were both elected in 2018 and have served in the executive branch together.
As we campaigned together 4 years ago and have served in office alongside each other, I've always admired your determination, your dedication to make the most out of any situation.
The question going forward will be if the money follows Barnes out of the primary. Candidates like Godlewski and Lasbury have self-funded their campaigns into the tens of millions. If pooled, the Democratic fundraising far outpaces what Johnson has raised so far, ahead of what is expected to be an expensive campaign.
State Health Department is warning about shelled peas sold at farmers markets around the state, including right here in Madison. 6 people came down with salmonella that was traced to the peas that were produced by Green Barn Farm Market. That's in Ripon. Now, the state did not indicate which farmers markets sold those peas, but did say if you bought any unshelled peas that were not in their pods after July 1st, you should simply throw them out. Well, afternoon naps, they can be great for you, but not if you're trying to make up for poor nighttime sleeping. A new study says, in fact, afternoon napping can actually lead to serious health issues. The study, reported in a medical journal from the American Heart Association, shows participants who regularly napped during the day were 12% more likely to develop high blood pressure over time. They were also 24% more likely to have a stroke compared to those who never napped.
So it kind of validates that a little bit more than just telling people like, oh, it's just not healthy for you. You should get tested. You should talk to your doctor if you're napping a lot. But this is saying, hey, you know, you have a heightened risk of having a heart attack or stroke, and this is what the research showed, and this is the increased risk. So that's a real tangible thing.
Dr. Shaw says short naps are no problem. They can be rejuvenating, but it's the chronic sleep-deprived naps that she's trying to warn folks about.
In the span of 2 weeks, more than 20,000 people will be taking part in August moving days. And that means as apartment leases change over, more than 1 million pounds of extra garbage will be filling curbs in downtown Madison. It's a lot for the streets division to handle. So leaders are urging people packing up to really consider donating what they can.
There's a double win there. It feels good for yourself to do the right thing, and you're better for the environment, and you're saving these resources, and saving also the backs and hands of all of the streets division employees having to lug this stuff around into our garbage trucks.
To help make donating easier and keep usable items out of the county's landfill, Goodwill has plans to put several bins downtown. A spokesperson from the thrift store says annually through responsible recycling, they're able to keep 16 million pounds of materials out of local landfills.
We're sharing an update on a story we first brought you last week. Hundreds of items were collected for Rock County residents during a Christmas in July drive. SSM Health partnered with Youth to Youth for Change for the drive. Over the past 2 weeks, more than 300 toothbrushes, 150 bars of soap, laundry soap, shampoo, other hygiene products, and much more were collected. Once the products are sorted, students with Youth to Youth for Change will distribute the items to people in need. And this weekend, Free Bikes for Kids Madison will be hosting its first annual garage sale fundraiser. That sale runs tomorrow, 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. at the organization's bike workshop at Easttown Mall. Items include roof bike racks, bike and pet trailers, tandem and vintage bicycles, and an assortment of bike accessories.
You have your whole friend group that's out riding all day, especially in the summer. I know my kids are out riding all day in the summers, and it's how they get to their friends or they get to the pool. So a bike is just a really important part of a person's life.
All proceeds from the event will help the organization give bikes to kids next spring. Next, the tennis Southeast Wisconsin woman marks a major milestone this year.
After the break, we will meet Joyce and share how she's celebrating her 100th birthday. Stay with us.
Earn a 30-cent Hy-Vee fuel saver for every $60 you spend. That's a 30-cent fuel saver this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Don't miss Fuel Frenzy Weekend.
It's Slumberland's anniversary sale, and to celebrate, we're stacking the deals. Buy any sofa or sectional and get 20% off your second purchase. Now for the stacking, get another 20% off both items.
20 plus another 20?
Yep, and there's more. Buy any recliner or accent chair and get 20% off your second purchase. And stack an additional 20% off both items.
Discounts? On top of discounts?
Plus, we are still offering great special financing at Slumberland Furniture.
Dear gas prices, Toyota's hybrid lineup says, go take a hike. Because we bring efficiency with power and savings with style. Think you can stand in our way? We got this. Toyota Hybrids.
Get 1.9% APR for 48 months on a new 2022 Toyota Corolla, Camry, RAV4, Highlander, or Tacoma. Find yours at Toyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
There are so many things we take for granted, and along with them, sometimes we take the people who depend on them for granted too. How can they survive with record increases in their basic cost of living? And through no fault of their own, they're being left behind. If you or someone you know needs a hand up, our energy, water, and emergency rental assistance providers are working together to keep you safely in your home. You may not ask for it, but we're here to help.
I love this state. Knock on any door in any county, and you'll find good-hearted, hard-working folks. People whose businesses I proudly helped as Lieutenant Governor. Hard work needs to be respected again, with fair wages and opportunities to get ahead. That's how my parents opened doors for me. My mom was a teacher, and my dad worked third shift. I'm not one of these millionaires. I work just as hard for you as you work for your family. I'm Mandela Barnes, and I approve this message.
Earn a 30-cent Hy-Vee fuel saver for every $60 you spend. That's a 30-cent fuel saver this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Don't miss Fuel Frenzy Weekend.
News 3 Now and the Boys and Girls Clubs of Dane County are collecting school supplies for area students.
Please help us by donating at News 3 Now, Dane County Boys and Girls Clubs, or participating Walgreens. Visit channel3000.com for details, then donate.
You're watching News 3 Now at 10.
The first indoor space in Madison entirely dedicated to pickleball is set to have its grand opening in Madison on Monday. The business started from a Madison restaurant owner who fell in love with the game and wants others to give it a try. Pickle Pro Courts has been welcoming a small set of people for about a month, getting ready for the full opening next week. They're seeing a lot of success as people try to escape the heat outdoors and play some ball inside. Pickleball is regarded as the fastest growing sport in the country right now. The players we spoke with say that's because everyone can enjoy the game.
It's taken off, and the youngers are playing with the older people and just loving it. I've had double knee surgery. I'm still on the court. 90-year-olds are on the court. It's just an awesome sport.
A big part of the draw of this new facility is the building itself. Tonight, we're going to explain here the difference it'll make for players in the area. A Delavan woman just celebrated her 100th birthday, and while that milestone is becoming more common, Joyce Bolter Francis's story is even more amazing.
Andrea Williams from our Milwaukee affiliate has her story.
1922. The Milwaukee Badgers season got started in the NFL at Borchard Field. Jazz music came to Milwaukee with the first wave of African-American migration to the city, and Miss Joyce Bolter Francis was born on a farm in McGuanago. Miss Francis just turned 100 years young and took some time with us to reflect.
This is recorded. I've just had a good life. I've had a good family. I'm just fortunate that I've been cared for.
Her family and friends recently came together for her centennial birthday celebration.
Oh, my goodness. They had a dinner on Saturday, the day before, and they had a silent auction that brought in quite a bit of money, and I gave that to the Environmental Defense Fund.
A lover of nature, Miss Francis has lived all over the state of Wisconsin, Oconomowoc, Wauwatosa, Berlin, Monroe, and has lived in Delavan since 1981. If you're wondering what she does to look so amazing, she credits good genes.
What do you cleanse your face with?
Soap and water.
You cleanse your face with soap and water. Do you drink 8 glasses of water a day?
No.
Miss Francis doesn't watch a lot of TV, but does have some hobbies that she enjoys.
Crossword puzzles. I've started to do jigsaw puzzles. That's not my favorite, but it sure makes the time pass. I do some pillowcases. I sew pillowcases for a shelter program.
That's beautiful.
Isn't that pretty?
Yeah.
That's what I've been doing to keep out of mischief.
It's obvious that Miss Francis has a zest for life. She just renewed her driver's license at 100, which means it's good until she's 108.
I haven't been on the freeway for probably a year. I can't believe how fast the cars go.
A fan of parks, Miss Francis took us for a spin into town to check out one of Delavan's newest parks.
Here's the park by the water tower.
Needless to say, those who know Miss Francis are motivated and inspired by her every day, including her 3 sons.
She's just full of life. She's full of vitality. She's full of thanksgiving, joyfulness. She's always encouraging people in the family, but in her friends.
In honor of her 100th birthday, she received proclamations from the mayor of Delavan and the governor of Wisconsin, a well-deserved honor. And when asked what advice she has for others, she gave an answer that's a great example to how she's lived her life.
I don't have any advice. I think everybody has to do their own thing.
Happy birthday to Joyce. Meteorologist Dana Fulton joins us now. Sad to say, this is her final complete forecast here at News 3 for a while, anyway. We're going to try to recruit you back.
Yeah,
we've already tried. We've already started.
It's like
You've already started.
California. You can check out, but you can
can't
never leave.
Yeah. Turns out I'm going to go try to use my badge to get out of the building. It's not going to work.
We hope you hate your new job.
No, stop it.
We want you back.
Stop it. All right, I'm going to go over to 3x3. You two talk this out amongst yourselves. Dry weather expected this weekend, at least for this forecast. I'm bringing sunshine. We'll have sunny skies for Saturday and Sunday. It's not until late Sunday night into Monday that we have our next opportunity for some raindrops, possibly a few rumbles of thunder to come through. Temperatures climbing next week. Our humidity also climbing. Feels a little more sticky outside, and it's going to come along with some hot weather for Wednesday and Thursday. In fact, an alert day in the forecast for the middle of next week. Overnight, Clear skies, temperatures dropping down to the 50s yet again tomorrow afternoon. Sunshine with high temperatures in the mid to low 80s. Heat index readings won't be climbing too much higher than our temperatures, so it should be a nice summery Saturday. The same goes for Sunday, mid to low 80s, with that breeze coming in from the southwest. Now Sunday night into Monday, we have the chance for some showers and storms passing through. Moves through pretty quickly overnight. We'll start off daybreak on Monday with a dry sky once that rain does clear out, but it's going to be one of those nights where you don't want to leave the car windows rolled down. Looking ahead at our 6 to 10 day and our 8 to 14 day outlook, likely that our temperatures will be trending above average next week. That really lines up with what we have in the 10 day next week into the following weekend and even pushing into the following week. Very likely that we're going to hold on to that warm weather trend. And in fact, one of those days a little warmer than the rest. Temperatures on Wednesday in the low 90s, heat index readings in the upper 90s to low triple digits. So we've added an alert day to the forecast for Wednesday. One of those days where we just want to make sure everyone stays hydrated and weather aware. Mostly sunny tomorrow, 83 the high in Madison, a little warmer than today. We'll stay sunny for Sunday with a chance for showers and storms Sunday night into Monday. We'll be dry for Tuesday, mostly sunny skies on Tuesday. An alert day in the forecast on Wednesday. Again, temperatures Wednesday in the low 90s. Heat index readings on Wednesday will be in the upper 90s. Possibly even low triple digits. Another chance for rain building in on Thursday, so while Thursday will be in the 90s, not expecting the humidity to be quite as high. Temperatures for next weekend still in the upper 80s. So August is certainly starting off like August with temperatures trending above average heading through the start of the month.
Dana, thank you. Now grab your Mega Millions ticket. Charlie, get the tickets out. This might be our last show too. Here are tonight's winning numbers: 13, 36, 45, 57, 67, and the Mega Ball number is 14. Tonight's jackpot worth a whopping $1.28 billion. Cash value after taxes in the state of Wisconsin, a meager $407 million.
I think we can deal with that just fine.
We'll make ends meet. Jordan?
Well, the Brewers have only dropped one game coming off the All-Star break, and they're getting ready for another interleague matchup. We got highlights from Fenway coming up after the break.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
What you see is important. How you see is important too. Get personalized care from experienced optometrists at Shopco Optical. Better eye care. You'll see. Right now, get 40% off frames with any lens purchase.
And my economic plan is moving this country in a better direction.
What planet is he living on? Record gas prices, 40-year high inflation, costing families $5 grand more for their necessities. Sorry, Joe, that's the wrong direction. Here on planet Earth, Senator Johnson voted against Biden's massive deficit spending that sparked inflation, and he passed tax cuts to help Wisconsin families survive the economic turmoil caused by Democrats.
I'm Ron Johnson, and I approve this message.
Some people think it's really hard to find things to do in Nebraska. Lucky for you, we invent things to do. Like when we realized a livestock tank would float and thought, hey, it's a boat. And soon, tanking became our preferred mode of river travel. Might not get everyone's pulse racing like a jackhammer, but if it sounds good to you, welcome aboard. Nebraska. Honestly, it's not for everyone.
Chevy Silverado. It's got the power you want and the capability you need to do the job so you can get to the important work. Find new moments, find new roads. Enjoy the open road and make no monthly payments for the rest of summer on all Silverado pickups. Plus, get 2.49% financing when you finance with GM Financial. Chevrolet, the #1 selling brand in Wisconsin.
Enjoy the benefits of soft water with Menards' great selection of Morton water softeners. Morton's demand control Wi-Fi water softener is a smarter way to manage your water. Integrated Wi-Fi capabilities allow you to monitor your salt levels and water usage from your smartphone, putting you in control while at home or away. Plus, Morton's look-ahead technology learns and predicts your water needs, saving you money. Get 11% off Morton water softeners now at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
Hi, I'm Scott Walker. Please join me in voting for Rebecca Clayfish for governor. Rebecca stood with me as we took on the big government special interest and cut taxes. While Rebecca and I were fighting for reform, Tim Michaels' company was teaming up with the union bosses and those lobbying for a gas tax increase. Rebecca and I knew that these increases would hurt Wisconsin families, so we stopped them. There's only one conservative fighter in the race for governor. Her name is Rebecca Kleefisch.
What you see is important. That makes quality eye care important too. Get personalized care from experienced optometrists at Shopko Optical. Better eye care. You'll see. It's back to school time. Prep your student for success with a comprehensive eye exam.
The Brewers are dominating interleague play this season. The Crew is sporting a 9-3 record against American League teams, and tonight they begin a new series on the East Coast. Brew Crew playing in Boston for the first time since 2014. We've got a pitcher's duel going in the series opener. Finally, in the 6th inning, Andrew McCutchen breaks it up with a chopper. That brings home the first run. Brendan Woodruff dealing tonight. He goes 6 1/3 innings, fans 9 batters, and only allows 1 run. Now, this game's tied up in the 7th, and it's Christian Yelich who goes the opposite way for the go-ahead. Brewers out on a few more runs. They go on to win 4-2-1. When Wisconsin football takes the field this fall, they're going to look a little different, especially on defense. The Badgers are in the midst of replacing 8 starters who helped make them the best defense in the country last season. In losing some of those big names like Leo Chanel, Jack Sanborn, Colin Wilder, adjustments will have to be made. But helping bridge that gap and make the transition easier for the newer guys is strong leadership and experience from guys like Keanu Benton and Nick Herbig, who are seeing this as a reload, not a rebuild.
You know, we got a ton of guys, man, that people don't really know about. You know, it's all, Sanborn's been there for a while, Burks, Leo. So, I mean, everybody's kind of excited to see what new guys we bring to the table. But, I mean, guys been putting in the work, man. We had a great offseason, and I can't wait.
People are putting that pressure on themselves, thinking, like, we got to be the best in the nation again. All we got to do is do what we do, and that's play ball. Trust the coaches, trust the preparation, and go and play ball.
Braylon Allen earns his way onto another preseason watch list. The sophomore is named to the Walter Camp Player of the Year list. Coming out of his breakout freshman season, Allen was named a Walter Camp Freshman All-American, and just a couple weeks ago, Allen was placed on the Maxwell Award watch list. 3 days into Packers training camp, and the focus still remains on the receiving core. Sammy Watkins, he made his return to the field today after dealing with an injury that kept him out of camp the first 2 days. The Pack acquired him this offseason, just a month after Devontae Adams got traded to Las Vegas. Watkins joins a group of wide receivers who are vying for that top spot, and he knows this will be a tough battle.
Nobody's starting right now. I mean, you see a lot of young guys out there making plays, running around. You see guys stepping up, and my job is on the line, so I got to go out there and be able to compete and have fun and be a leader also, but go out there and compete and get better.
The times for week 2 of training camp that are open to the public are out on August 1st, 2nd, and 4th. Practice will begin at 10:30 a.m. Training camp is being held at Nitschke Field. We'll be right back.
Hi, I'm asking you to join me in voting for Rebecca Kleefisch. Rebecca helped me beat the big government special interest. Tim Michaels' company sided with the union bosses and tried to stop our conservative reforms. Rebecca Kleefisch is the conservative fighter Wisconsin needs.
It's time to amp up the fun at your local Ford dealer. The summer Supercharged sales event is here. So stop by your Ford dealer today and check out great offers on select Ford vehicles. Then discover how Ford can take your summer to a whole new level. Choose Flex Buy on a 2022 Ford Escape or Edge SUV and get 0% APR financing for 66 months.
Imagine not being able to cool yourself by pressing a button. For many, it's a reality they can't ignore. Families, elderly, disabled, and veterans. A hot summer day is not simply uncomfortable for them. It can be deadly. If you or someone you know needs a hand up, our energy, water, and emergency rental assistance providers are working together to keep you safe in your home.
Out here, we know a thing or two about beef. Hy-Vee knows beef too. Only 6 out of 100 cattle are even good enough to bear the Hy-Vee brand. Only 6 out of 100. Quality like that is hard to find. So enjoy your Hy-Vee steak this weekend. You've earned it.
Son, it's about time we had the talk. It's time you knew the truth. Windows can take a beating, especially here in the Midwest. When it's time to replace them, call Feldco.
Isn't Feldco offering 2-for-1 windows right now, Dad?
They are, son. They are.
Less talk, more action. 2-for-1 windows from Feldco makes home improvement easy and affordable.
2-for-1 windows from Feldco and Sunday. Call now.
Call quality windows, siding, and doors. Call 866 for Feldco.
Creating family memories is what Maple Leaf Landscaping is all about. We design and build outdoor spaces that bring people together. Landscaped spaces for any size family. Functional, beautiful, a place everyone will enjoy. And it all starts with a free visit at your home by one of our landscape experts. So call Maple Leaf Landscaping today and have us create an outdoor living space for your home.
There are big differences between Tim Michels and me. I clip coupons, drive a minivan, and cut taxes. Tim Michels lives in a Connecticut mansion and tried to raise our gas tax. As governor, I'll put your family first.
Campaign 2022, Battleground, Wisconsin, Monday, August 8th at 7 p.m.
Sunny and warm this weekend. High temperatures will be in the low 80s. We have a chance for showers and thunderstorms late Sunday night into Monday. Next week, temperatures in the 90s Wednesday and Thursday. In fact, an alert day in the forecast Wednesday as heat index readings will be in the upper 90s to low triple digits. Toasty and steamy outside.
Okay, so it's supposed to be your last day, but we just found out you're scheduled through next week.
Oh, so I have to come
You
back?
have to come back.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll phone a friend. Can I zoom in for this? Yes.
It could be arranged.
I think
TV's a different world now. We can zoom things.
We can make this work. Actually, want a holographic Dana to come in.
I like that. Ooh. Okay, so you are still staying in town.
I am, yes. A lot of folks have been asking. So this is my last newscast at News 3. I'm staying in Madison because I love Wisconsin, and I love Wisconsin so much that I'm actually moving to the Wisconsin DNR to work for the communications office.
Perfect.
If you know me, if you know anything about it, it makes
perfect
sense.
fit.
Yeah.
I'm just going to go talk about trees and hang out in state parks all the time, guys. Really. So
Well, you have been amazing to work with. You're a talent, and we hope you come back someday. And don't be a stranger.
No, I'll still pester y'all.
Good.
Good.
Thanks for joining us for News 3 Now at 10.
Do something good and have a great weekend.